Happy Sunday, Collective. We are doing signs here. So let's see what sign needs to hear their message for today. Today is Sunday. Always take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Like I said, today is the Sunday, which is Sunday. The Sunday. Okay? This could be masculine energies. Okay, take that how it resonates as well. Whoever this energy is for this collective message could be a masculine energy. Today is Sunday. Today is all about your prosperity, your protection, spirituality, a lot of those things here. Okay, what is the spirit? Who is this energy that we need to talk to today, spirit? You got Mars up here. Something about a Tuesday. Gemini energy. Okay. This is a Gemini energy, and it's something about Tuesday. Okay, Gemini? I feel like you got a lot of outside influences in your energy, and it's time to get out of it. I feel like it's time for you to communicate better than you've been communicating with so you can stop playing games and have fun. Okay, on here it says information to explain, communication about, resulting from the fluctuation of. Then it says the drive for, the confronting of, in action. Like I said, it's time for you to take action on communicating with somebody. Whoever this Gemini energy is, it's time for you to stand up and talk. It's time for you to turn to the other side of yourself and communicate what you need to communicate. Be honest and truthful about something here. Okay? I feel like you need to get a little bit more aggressive in your protection. Whoever this is, you got a lot of passion for somebody, but it's time for you to protect your energy away from that. It's time for you to have the courage to speak up and say something. Whoever this Gemini is, you've been holding a lot of stuff in your thoughts, in your mind, in your conscious mind. The Spirit said it's time for you to release that. It's time for you to be honest. It's time for you to be truthful. It's time for you to stop holding that shit in before that other person of you come out and actually make things worse. You do need to bring that other person out, but you need to be calm with it. You need to know how you're going to communicate about it. Don't just say, oh, you know how somebody just communicate about something and ain't thinking about how they communicate, go over with themselves, how they're going to. That's not what you're doing. You ready to just say it, do it, and get it over with. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it says fluctuation. So, you know what I'm saying, you know how you be sitting there and shit be bubbling up in your stomach and all of a sudden this shit started forming and all of a sudden you start to throw up. Yeah, but before you threw up, you felt it, didn't you? You could have stopped it in some way. You could have did something else or anything, but you just can't stop this. You're going to have to say it. Whoever this is, you going through something, Gemini energy. You need to say something. It's fucking building up to the point where you're going to actually lose your mind when you say it. I'm just a messenger. Let's get this oracle out here for the collective energy. I feel like by Tuesday, you're going to be letting something loose. Either it's going to be in the right form or it's going to be in a negative form. But you get ready to communicate with somebody. Because you tired of holding this information. This time to be explained. It needs to be some explanations behind this for this Gemini energy. Spirit, come through. You know who you are. A priest here. I told you, masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you are very, very spiritual here. You could be a part of the church. Or you could just be a part of a spirituality group or something. What else here? You could have been born in 71. Imprisonment. Look at that. I feel like that's how you feel right now. You feel like, damn, I feel like I'm in prison. I can't say nothing, do nothing. Somebody else got control over something. I need to fucking say something. Geminis normally let somebody who they love take over something. But if it's taking over too long, yeah, they other side will come out. Spirit come through. Child is here. It's something about a kid. Whoever this is, Gemini energy, you could have a son. Your son could be going through a lot, and you could be going through a lot. But by you going through a lot, you can't even help your son get out of what they going through because you're trying to get yourself out of it. Love offer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that somebody probably trying to show you some type of love and all that, but you know it ain't worth it. I'm just a messenger. Manifestation is here. You see what I'm saying? Masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like you manifesting. Whoever this is, you out in the sun. You could have been out in nature a lot, sitting and meditating in the sun, doing a lot of that. But you also thinking about your child. You thinking about how you can be involved in your child's life in a different way or a different form than you are. But you ready to communicate with maybe the baby's mom, with a child's mom on Tuesday. You ready to get this over with. Whoever this Gemini energy is, spirit come through. Change is here. You know, whoever that mother is of the child has changed. I feel like that they used to probably always have their work clothes on, you know, looking a mess. But after you broke up with them or after you guys separated and started doing this co-parenting thing, I feel like that this, every time you see them, they looking different. You like, why they ain't never look like that when they was with me? Why they ain't never had that on when they was with me? You know what I'm saying? Now you seeing that that person really didn't love you like they do. But this person still trying to give you some type of love off of because they know you got a lot of something. Whoever this Gemini energy is, you got a lot of little money here. You know what I'm saying? Your little way of doing things get you a lot of something. And that person knows this. Look at their occupation. You got a good ass job here. And that person could be like, well, let's try to make it work again. I think that's why our son acting up, or I think that's why our daughter acting up, is because, you know, they ain't used to us not being together. It's like something ain't going right in that, you know, your child's mother life for them to want to get back with you. I'm just a messenger, boo. Single, sexy, and successful. That's your baby mama. Ice King. And you feel like you got to the point where you was like this, like you didn't care about none of that. You was like, whatever, living like your baby mama could have told you you can't see the child, or you know, got this thing against you where you and got your child thinking you don't want to see them. But that's not it. You ain't that cold-hearted to the point where you don't want to see your son or your daughter. You ain't that cold-hearted to the point where you don't want to show love to them. But that's how this person is making, like, oh, they cold-hearted. They only care about themselves. They did. You know what I'm saying? Legal issues is here. It's almost like you ready to just take your child away. Achievements. And if that's what you try to do, you going to get it done. I feel like whoever this is, the feminine energy in this case here, I feel like that this feminine energy think that the child won't get taken from them because they the mom and they doing all this and doing all that. But I feel like that by them not allowing you to see them and you taking them to court, I feel like that something is going to happen with that court proceeding. Almost like you getting, like maybe they keep them doing school and you keep them doing summertime, or you know what I'm saying, they keep them doing the school time and then visit you on the weekend, and then you keep them during the summertime and they visit the mom on the weekend. And I feel like that's going to be something that the mom is not going to like, because they ain't going to like sharing custody of the child. I'm just a messenger. The mature man is here. You see what I'm saying? You finna win this case if you taking them to court, because you are protected from this. You are very spiritually divine and guided. That person, your feminine energy is not. They could not go to church or do nothing like that, or don't believe in certain things or nothing. Look at that nice guy. And they know you are that nice guy with a good heart, but they trying to instill inside of your child that you don't want them or you ain't there for them. Look at that karmic film. I'm telling you right now, whoever this Gemini energy is, baby. Death magic, look at them. They confuse and illusion, and they could be paying readings, and they could not believe in that shit, or they could not do it, but they could be doing that shit. They could try to end your manly responsibility as a father towards your child. They could be trying to just end that part and let your child feel that way, like they feel about you not wanting them. I'm just a messenger. The mature man is out here with the surprise. Yeah, they finna get a surprise, and so are you. When you tell them what you telling them, they gonna get a surprise. Or your child might tell you something to surprise you, like, my mama told me that you don't even want to see me. That's why you ain't been coming around. Well, I ain't been coming around because your mama won't let me. Every time I come over here, she come to the door and she don't even let me in to even look at you, you know. And you probably open that child mind to some things too, and then that child start paying attention to their mother and be like, yeah, my mama hate my daddy. My mama really want my daddy, but my daddy don't want my mom. It's like this child is going to realize something that this parent been lying to them about. Look at that. false information. I'm telling you, that child finna figure it out. So whatever's finna happen here is gonna be all in your favor, baby. And you're gonna end up finding real love because of the destruction you're going through. I feel like going through this, you probably go somewhere and meet somebody and like they like, dang, you okay? Or you know what I'm saying, what's going on with you? You know, how you're like, I'm trying to get my son, you know, and it could be that feminine energy. Like I hate feminine energies who do stuff like that, trying to keep the father away from the child. And they probably know a lawyer, they probably know some judges, they probably know some people who can actually assist you in what you need. Nice guy. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Whoever you are, masculine energy, you a nice guy. You've been going through a lot of destruction. And I feel like you're going to have a divine feminine in your energy that's unbothered by a lot of that because they know how to get that shit taken care of. That's going to start liking your energy if it's not already that. Self-love is the best love, but lust and love ain't gonna do nothing but hurt themselves in the long run. Your pathway is clear right here, and that pathway that's clear for you is giving your baby mama some conflict. Third party is here. I told you, it's another feminine energy in your energy, and it could be a masculine energy in that feminine energy telling, oh, I don't want no nigga around here, I don't want no man around here, and she just not saying nothing, and she tired of that man but still doing what he wants to do. So it's a lot of extra energies here in this thing, healer. But you a healer with actual money. So everything you expecting to happen is going to happen, collective, okay? Always take what resonates for you and leave the rest. This message is for a Gemini energy here, a masculine Gemini energy. I hope the best for you and your family, boo. Take what resonates for you, and I hope it finds whoever it needs to find right on time. Happy Sunday, y'all. Have a good day.